which is the thing that talks about everything. There's a season for everything. And I don't think that's by accident that happened. And so I'm going to try not to get too emotional here too, so I can be careful. But
you know, that's the same devotion they used at the Fetzer Institute for the Retreat Center. They entitled it "The Seasons," and it was all about a metaphor for life. So,
well, and it is, and
I
this
still have the books.
This is a new season for you.
It's a VHS tape.
So, yeah.
Oh, I forgot my giveaways.
So, did you forget something?
I gave that to Rex. No, I gave that to Craig. No, I can just talk about those.
Okay.
If I'm reminded. But
So, we're here just to recognize all of the good work of John and all these years and the good service and all the accomplishments and to celebrate your transition to this next phase of your life and to wish you the best and in everything that comes hereafter and so forth. So we're just happy to be able to do this, and I really appreciate everybody who's come today. Thank you so much for being here. I wish we had a better place to physical space but I guess we can take care of that, couldn't we? We're people know how to do that. But, at any rate, every 40 years, whether we need it or not.
Yeah, right.
But we'll start off with some gifts here, and certainly if anybody wants to make any comments, we'll have time for that as well. There may be some. Keep it nice, please.
we're not. I don't care.
But this is the first thing. It's just a card from the company, signed by everybody in the company there. So we have
Okay.
that for you.
So I can open that later.
You can.
Okay.
And then we have, this is from, who's this? Should I say this is from you?
The company.
Here.
The PMs will get.
This is a kind of a company thing. This is kind of an inside sort of deal.
Oh, you're giving back all the chocolate I've given away over the years?
Yes, every time. Now the real one didn't come yet, but it'll be here tomorrow.
So,
This looks like the real ones, the first company coffee cup that I did. This does
If
look
you
like
peel
the
that
real
off,
one.
it is
It
the
had-
old one.
he always, so
So-
the story is he always complains that Tom's got one that's got projects on stuff, so we
got
had
his
one
name
made.
on it.
It's, well,
I didn't think Jan would think that was her mug.
That's okay. So it's got the Kalamazoo Public Library, the Woods Edge at Kalamazoo RISA, the Fetzer Institute Retreat Center, KVCC Student Success Center, and the Radisson on it. And we built all of those, and I had some little involvement with some of them. Most of them.
Yeah.
There's something else in here.
Go ahead.
Oh boy, this better be a picture of the whole team.
Well, sorry to disappoint.
Oh, you. Something that, well, I don't know.
Yes.
Nicole, would you like to explain this? It says, have we told you lately how much we've enjoyed working with you? So,
That's something John says all the time.
well, to a
people.
few of you.
He's never said it to me in 40 years.
That was the speech I was gonna give tonight, Rex.
I know.
So
It
it
was
normally
unspoken.
says I, but we wanted to say we enjoyed
Thank
working.
you very much.
That's a fact.
I hope that's true.
So there's that.
Ask Jan, Rex. Every night practically when I go home, I say, you know, I really enjoy working with that Rex.
Yeah. We should
Every
probably
night.
just stop this train of conversation. Here, I'm going to give these to somebody who's responsible.
During prayer at dinner, he always mentions, yeah.
We have another. What are you talking about?
That's what,
Here,
10 o'clock,
here,
10
I'm
o'clock
just
at
gonna-
night
here,
then?
this
That's
is-
the only one in that one.
Is
No, that's all right. That's all right. Go
Is there
ahead.
more than one thing in here?
No, just the thing in white.
Just take it out and then we'll.
The thing in white. Okay, it's artwork.
Kind of.
Kind of. Oh, it's a resolution. Wowie.
Do you want to read?
Do you?
You hear?
I can't read it. I got an eye appointment Friday morning.
Okay, are you sure? So,
I'd rather
so
you read it.
this is a resolution from the Board of Directors of Miller Davis Company, which we, from time to time, not very often, give these out, but I will read it to you. It's very short. Resolved that the Board of Directors of Miller Davis Company does hereby acknowledge with deep appreciation the years of service of retiring Vice President John M. Van Straat, for his expertise, loyalty, wisdom, and diligence, and for his advancement of state-of-the-art construction management services and processes within the company, and further does extend its warmest wishes for an abundance of health and happiness in the future. Miller Davis Company Board of Directors, and signed by all the directors. So, a heartfelt thanks and recognition of everything you've done. Thanks, Brett. just do this.
Hey, that matches the picture that's going in there. I want one.
You know, the interesting part is that Rex and I started with the company pretty darn
You're not
close to
even
the
looking
same
at the
time.
picture.
And I don't know why I was pretty close. I can't talk and
You
look
can't
at, you
see.
know, it's like,
It's okay.
show you one. And our careers have pretty much paralleled each other. We used to call it the banding of the oppressed. And then Rex became president and I stayed with the oppressed.
And one more here.
Everybody laughed, that means that's a joke.
Yeah, you know, I'm laughing on the
Okay.
inside.
Anybody got scissors or, one of you guys carries a knife with you all the time, I know you do.
One of those Miller Davis Swiss Army knives.
Look at this. See, a bartender.
And not one of our superintendents. That's really funny.
Cut towards yourself,
Yeah.
John.
Oh, wow. No, it's dull. There, I think that'll probably work, won't it?
I don't know. I really wrapped it.
No, I think it's a fruit cake, it's very heavy. Oh, boy. Pretty mysterious.
I'll hold it for you.
Pretty mysterious, okay. An iPad Pro.
Hey.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I can stay in touch with all of you no matter where I am.
Oh, that's awesome.
To find out what you're doing.
That's going to be an adventure.
I told Jan. I told you.
I figured this takes care of the first couple of years.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm self-taught on all that stuff. Nobody ever showed me how to do that. I don't have the benefit of this younger generation
A
that,
little touchy, isn't
you
it?
know, that knows all about that but can't write a damn letter. Okay? And,
Let's not be bitter.
no, I'm just, so anyway, paper's all gone.
So that's it. I mean, that's those are the
That
gifts
is
we have
wonderful.
for you. So some words
I
from you.
appreciate that.
Some
Some
words.
words. Well, let me see. Everybody, I got two things to say. Everybody wants to know what I'm gonna do in my retirement. And, you know, Jan and I have talked a lot about it. We haven't made any decisions, but I've decided tonight to declare for the candidacy of the President of the United States. I figure I got a good chance right now. I got about a month to campaign. We're gonna be traveling anyway, so why don't we just go to all 48 states in 38 days? 48.
States.
You know?
Campaign's off to a rough
Because we're driving. I didn't mean to qualify that. I'm gonna forget Hawaii and Alaska. There's not that many electoral votes in those two states anyway. So, plus, you know, Hillary could be too ill and Donald could be too not alive. Who knows? Anyway. So,
What else are you gonna say?
okay. The other thing I was gonna say, and this would be my,
Judy.
oh, Judy, come in, you're just in time for my words of wisdom. And we've been standing here introducing everyone as they come in, and the guy in the back plays the trumpet, and so. The other thing that I was gonna say is, would be, if I had one thing to leave everyone at Miller Davis with, you've heard me at, those of you who were at last year's Christmas party, tell you of the great advice I've learned from my wife about listening more and talking less, or at least thinking about before you talk. So those three questions to remind everyone that I'm supposed to ask myself before I open my mouth is, does it have to be said? Does it have to be said right now? And does it have to be said by me? And that was the end of my speech at the Christmas party, because usually the answer to all three of those is no. In our business, however, we're all faced with many, many times when the answer to all three of those questions is yes. If we're going to continue to be leaders in our industry and for our company. So I would ask you, if you're in that situation where the answer to those 3 questions is yes, ask yourself a 4th question, and that is, does it have to be said like this? And think about how you were going to say that, whether it's a subcontractor, a fellow worker, your boss, or whomever it might be, because how it's going to be received is going to be all dependent on how you say it. And we've all learned here that if we don't stick together here, the outside world is against us. You know, in the construction business, there are so many hurdles to clear and barriers to go through to be successful that you're going to have those situations. But we have to depend on each other, and that's why we have a good team here, and not without, you know, challenges from time to time that we all have in any business. But that's, I think, why we've carried through, because we help and support each other, and we teach each other, and we learn good, and we take that out and provide quality services to our clients. So, and I'm here 1 more week, so I can say our clients. So that's my speech. So.
Nothing funny to end with?
Well, have I told you about the famous Scottish builder McGregor?
I love how Jan runs.
I've been waiting to run.
I thought I was going to actually tell that one at the Christmas party, so I'm not going to tell it tonight either. Out in the parking lot with people
Next Tuesday.
People who are not offended by anything can hear that joke, but if you're offended by anything, you can't.
So is the floor open for?
The floor is open.
For
yeah.
input from others?
I'm done.
Anything that anybody wants to say about it?
Braden, anything to say?
Just,
Whoa,
you know,
man.
well, first of all, I want to thank everybody too for letting me become a part of the family, and you know, for 12 years being able to be on his side, even though I've had to teach him a couple of things. So,
Thank you.
we leave for Gatlinburg the day after he quits. It's his last day.
Quit, retire.
Retires. Okay.
The day of extermination.
He loves this place so much. We had talked on several occasions about when the retirement was actually going to happen, and he told me Labor Day. It's going to be Labor Day. So I went ahead and scheduled this trip. I thought, well, it'll give him a couple weeks to get ready, because if any of you know John,
We do. He needs a couple of weeks to get ready.
yes.
And he's still
So-
10 minutes late.
Yes. So, at the very end, he tells me he's leaving, or he's retiring on the 20th, and our vacation starts the 21st. So,
It's only a 9-hour drive.
and a 12-hour packing job, if you know John.
So be
if-
packed perfectly though.
Yes, he does. We have lists. We have lists.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. For those of you who know John.
Hey, the first time you forget your phone charger, you're going to wish you had a list.
So anyways, I've been teasing him and saying I hope our first fight isn't the day he retires, because I know that I'm going to be ready for our first day of retirement. John may not be, so you might see him back again. I don't know, but
I'll be ready. We'll just buy whatever I need when we get there.
okay. So anyways, his love for this place has been expressed, and all of you has been expressed to me more times than you can count, and this is going to be very difficult for John. So,
That's what she keeps telling me.
yeah, you know, 13-hour days, and you know what he's gonna do? What you doing, Jan? What you doing, Jan? What you doing, Jan? No, we're gonna
I'm
get him a
gonna be
hobby.
sleeping.
Yes, we're gonna get him a hobby. But thank you again, and thank you for putting up with him for all these years.
Thank you.
Did you really say your first fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of. Sounds good.
With retirement.
Yeah.
We've had some very involved discussions.
Yes, we have.
Where I got set straight. But no fights.
I have a word to say. First of all, don't forget to put the iPad on your list. You get home.
iPad's already on the list because she has one.
Okay,
Is that-
times two.
Yeah, okay.
Second of all, a couple of weeks ago was our busiest week of the year, as everyone knows. And John was a month away from retiring, and he worked as hard or harder than anybody in the company that week. He, you know,
What
once
week was
again
that?
proved to me how good he and valuable he is to the company, because if it wasn't for him, there were a couple of schools that would have had more issues. So he stepped up a month before his retirement and got her done.
Yeah. Thank you, John.
Yeah, well, I